Hello there, I'm LordPorythion and I would like to invite you to my new free-to-play account of Trials of Heroes. This will be one of the consecutive videos for a complete tutorial over the months. So basically, for myself, I'm living in Germany and I'm playing Trials of Heroes for many years now. I had a big pause in between, but I do like to give other people the needed advice, and therefore I want to show you a few things that are important for this game. First things first, this is a game of patience, so you have to really give it time and use your resources the smart way if you're playing free to play. So basically, the longer you play, the closer the gap gets in between the whales and the free-to-play players. Therefore, you can play without money, and I would just like to jump into this game. So this game is like a idle heroes game, and let's just start with doing the tutorial. So basically, she's just explaining how to use your heroes and how to do your formations. And this right now is the storyline. So this is really like the least important part of the game, I'd say. And the most important thing in this game is to collect the correct heroes and to use them in a smart way. So you have to know how the skills work, you have to know how they work well together, and of course at some point RNG is playing a big role as well. So let me just skip through this tutorial so I can show you a bit more of this game. Okay, so basically you have lots of different materials and resources that you can use to upgrade your heroes and make them stronger. Alright, so this is the main overview of this game. So basically there are lots of important and different game mechanics. It's a bit confusing at first, but you will get the hang of it over time, and the more you play this game, the more interesting it gets, I would say. So these are the daily missions. Obviously you can just skip through those and do those daily missions every day to gain some free gems and stuff. So the first thing I'm gonna do is adding a few friends so I can get hearts and do the missions. Also, there are sometimes redemption codes, and that's what I'm gonna do first. So we have DOH 888, that should work. One way too much. There we go. And we have DOH. That's an old one. So we have DOH 2022 Harvest. Okay. Now, back to the game. There are lots of different game mechanics that help you learn and understand this game. So the most important thing would be this up top here. So you can just go there and claim lots of free stuff. And the first mission is to get a hero to level 10. So that's what we are gonna do. I'm gonna just skip those event mechanics for now. We will get into those a little bit later. So let me just claim all those. If you have any questions, if I didn't talk about anything in particular, you can leave a comment down below. I'm happy to reply to those. So alright, for the beginning you get a free 5-star, which is the Exorcist. By now he's like really bad, but like at this point, but for the really early beginning levels he's quite useful, because he can just swipe through all those levels. That's why we will just level him up for now. Okay, so I want this one. So basically, if you just follow the newbie training camp, you can get lots of free stuff and you just know what to do next. And when you finish with this one, then you basically have a good overview of how this game works. Okay. So I want a few more demons. So one here, let me get this one. So what I want to show you is the formation buff. So basically, when you go into battle, you can just add all your heroes up to 6, and then you can see different formation buffs that are possible. So for the beginning, you will get lots of Balrogs. That's a pretty useful hero for the Dark Tower, for this one. But I will get into that one later. So for now we want to equip some gears and just swipe through those levels. I will probably skip some parts of this game, like for the videos, because those get pretty boring, at least in the beginning, and so that you have a good and quick overview of how this game works. In general, you could say that at first your main long-term goal is to get one good hero to 16 star. I'm talking about like half a year worth of time to get him there, and therefore, as I said, you have to be really patient, and that's a game for the long run. If you like some things like those, then this is the right game for you. On the other hand, if you use all your resources just when you get them, then you will never get far or be at the top with a free-to-play account. So I'm just skipping through those levels to finish the 10th to continue with the newbie training event. Alright, here we go. Now, I'm just gonna claim this one and equip my gears here. The mission says a blue set, so that's what I'm gonna do. Alright, let's talk a bit about those heroes. There are different stars. It goes from 1 to 16 star. At first you only have an overview from 1 to 5, and then you can go to the hero portal and fuse them to 6 stars, and after that you can evolve them to up to 10 star and then up to 16 star, and there you have your gallery where you can see all the different heroes. By now there are lots of heroes, so it's a bit much at first. That's why I'm gonna go step by step. You can disassemble your heroes you don't need in the hero altar. At first I will recommend to only disassemble 1 and 2 star heroes. Keep all the 3 star heroes and up, you will need those later. Okay, now for the next newbie training camp mission, we need to spin 3 times in the Spring of Spirit. That's unlocked at level 14, and you can only level up by doing the main campaign or just claiming the auto loot. At some point you will just do 1 mission each week or even each month from the main campaign. Therefore all the other game mechanics are there, so the game doesn't get boring. Okay, so there are lots of different things when fighting. On the top left corner you can see the enemy formation buff, on the bottom right corner you can see your buff, and on the bottom left corner you can see how the different factions are correlating with each other, so that you can place your heroes in a good way. Let me just claim all those friend requests. Alright, let's go for the wheel now. So usually when you spin this wheel you always go for the 8, because you only pay 8 coins to get 10 spins. It saves you 2 coins per 10 spin, but for this mission I will just do the 3 single ones. Alright, so the next mission for the newbie events will be this Dark Tower. Therefore we have to be level 24, and I will come back later. Alright, and we are back. So, at this point I have to wait for a bit to get to level 19, so basically just waiting for the auto loot to complete this one, so I can finish 210 to just progress further to do the next mission for the newbie training camp. At this point I'd like to show you a few of the game mechanics. So let's just go into our backpack. In our backpack we have 5 different categories. In the first one you see your hero shards. At some point you will have many different hero shards, and I suggest for you to keep all those in your backpack as long until you really need those. Why? Because if you go to your heroes, you see you only have a specific amount of free slots in my heroes, but you can keep as many shards in your backpack as you want. For the gear, we have lots of different types of gear. Those have different colors and strengths. So basically if you look at your hero, you can see you can equip up to 4 different gears, and 1 artifact. This will come later in the game. At some point those gears have different set attributes. So let me just show you. If I go there, there should be, yes. Okay, so for example, we have the Fury Sword. If we have 4 gears of this set, of the 4-star set, then you will get those buffs for your hero. If we have only 2, then you get the first. If you have 3, then you get the second. And if you have 4, the full set, then we have all 3 buffs. Therefore, it's smart to always use a complete set, or this is like a life hack. You can use 3 of one set if you don't have full sets, so you have at least the attack buff, because those first 2 are the strongest ones. Okay, next in our backpack we have the materials. Here are lots of materials. At some point the list will go on and on. So let's just go through those one by one. At first we have the epic magic coins and the magic coins. Those are coins you can use to spin the wheels, the Spring of Spirit and Spring of Pegasus. Besides the daily missions for the spinning, I would recommend to save those, like tons of those, until the specific event comes along, so that you can get the most rewards out of it. You can see the events on the top right corner. There are the limited events, like the weekly events that change every week. There are lots of different ones, and you can always read what the main goal of this event is and what you have to do to get specific rewards. So this week we have the hero summoning. As you can see, if you use the heroic summon scrolls, then this progress bar will fills up, and if you reach 50 you get those rewards, 100 those, and so on. It goes up to 600, and you can do those all 600 up to 4 times, so basically 2400 scrolls. As you can see, those are a lot, and if you really want to go all full 4 rounds, then you have to save up for a really long time. As I said, a game of patience. Now, next, as we already spoke of, there were summon scrolls. You can get 3 to 5-star heroes from those scrolls. Those contain all the heroes that exist, except the hyperspace heroes. Those are a specific faction that will come really late in the game. We can ignore those for now. Okay, next are the normal summon scrolls. You can use all those if you want right away. You can even get some 5 stars out of those, but the probability is like really small. And you have some hearts as well. Those you get from the friends. So you can just claim and send those to accumulate those, and you can use those anytime as you want as well. Sometimes you get good heroes out of there, but mostly just food basically. Okay, let me add a few more of those guys here. Okay, next up are the lucky coins. Those are coins that you get when you use the magic coins. So if you go to the Spring of Spirit wheel, then you can see on the top left corner these coins, and you can use those lucky coins to get those gears, or what I recommend are 5-star heroes that sometimes pop up. So every time it's free to refresh. I'm refreshing until I have like 3 or 4 different 5-star heroes here, and I will just leave them there until I have enough coins. It will take a while. Okay, next up we have the Source of Life. Those are another resource you will say you want to save up a ton of those to use during a correlating event like this one, and you use those at the World 3. You can get different factions from there. I will cover this one when I'm unlocking it with this account, just so that you can see it better. Okay, next are the soul stones. You need those to evolve your hero. So basically when you level those heroes up, you use your coins and your redstones, and as soon as you reach like specific marks, at this point it's 30, here it's 80, then you can promote them to make them stronger and unlock new skills. For this one you need 500k coins and 1000 soul stones. The main income of soul stones and gold coins are from the Dark Tower, which I will cover soon. I already mentioned the soul shards, which you need to upgrade your heroes. And here we have the Sand of Time. This is something you can use to upgrade your gem. So you can get bigger stat boosts here, but I will get into it later as well. Next up are the artifacts. Those are additional gears. Basically you can add to your heroes, so you can get additional buffs like attack or specific percentage damage against specific factions. So basically we have 5 different factions. Let me just see where I can show you those. Alright, so we have Mage, Warrior, Assassin, Priest and Ranger. So basically mages are the faction with the most different type of skills. Warriors are like tanks, assassins are like damage dealers, priests are like supporters, and rangers as well as supporters as well as damage dealers, mostly. Okay, now next up we have our runes, and those you need for the Grimoire, which will unlock at level 70. I will cover this one later as well. Okay, let's see. Now we have unlocked the arena. In the arena we can fight. At the left side we can join the championships. This is like a daily arena which we can go through to fight other players. In that arena we will just have to use our arena tickets or our daily free fights. Like you have 2 or 3 I think for each day, and you just go there and skip the battles. It doesn't matter for now if I'm losing or winning, it's just so I can get a few more of the rewards. Obviously later you always want to win. Okay, so we have 2 free per day and we need 3 to fulfill the daily quest. So from tomorrow on I have like 10 different daily quests to get the last diamond reward. So my advice for you guys is to do your daily quests always, but you have one here, perform 1 heroic summon. This one you will only do every other day. Why is that? Because you will have a free heroic summon every 48 hours, so every 2nd day, and a heroic scroll is like worth 150 to 175 diamonds. Diamonds are the most expensive resources in this game. Those are needed for lots of various things. So you keep in mind this one costs 150 to 175, and you can get 30 diamonds here, and then you will complete all daily quests as well to get 100 here. That's only a total of 130 diamonds and not 150, 175. Over time these accumulate and you will save lots of diamonds this way. Okay, now that we have covered all our backpack, I'm gonna go for our hero. So we have our stars, the name obviously, the race, his different skills. You can read what he does on the left side. They always have like a normal skill which triggers every time he attacks, and we have different sub skills and one big skill that activates when his power bar is completely full. So let me just show you. So under the health bar you see this yellow line. At some point it's full and then he will release his final skill. Okay, let me just claim those. Okay, next up are the different attributes. This is his fighting power. This is his health points, his attack, his armor and his speed. If you go to the eye, you can see a more detailed list of his different attributes and skills, and this will just get bigger and bigger over time. At some point those are over 10,000, 200,000, 500,000, so over 1 million even. So it really goes up exponentially. Okay. So for the heroes, I recommend only to level those of which you know that you need them, and only to use the good heroes. Which heroes are good, you can always ask other people. In Discord there is like a tier rating of the heroes. Basically, if you go into the gallery, the farther on the top left the hero is, the nearer this hero is, and usually the newer the hero, the better the hero. It's not always this case, but most of the times. Okay. What else? In the events, there are limit events which change weekly or every 2 weeks, like this one, and we have the monthly events. For the monthly events you have to claim Tavern quests, do arena fights, fuse heroes, fight in the Crusade, and fight the Void Invasion. Since I have time anyways, till I'm waiting to get to 19, level 19, I will just go for the trophies now. Those are specific side missions basically, which you can fulfill to get additional coins and diamonds and stuff. So basically over the time they will just complete themselves, and those are just some free rewards. You don't have to actively go for them. Okay, what do I want to do now? In our forge we can combine our gear to get the next higher star. For the first gears I just recommend claiming those free gears that you get, and don't forge them because it costs a lot of gold and you don't really need them. So basically forging will be interesting when we get to 4-star, 5-star and then to 6-star. All before I just wouldn't fuse any of those. So just accumulate them. You will always have to forge a few things to do those missions in the Glory Pass. So basically those are other side missions. As you can see here, complete challenges and event rate for 4 times. This one will be this here, unlocked at level 20. We have Tavern quests, unlocked at level 28. We have the basic summons. Let's do another one of this one, just to get this progress for the Glory Pass. And as you progress there, you can get the free rewards at the bottom as well. Alright, now we have to upgrade a few heroes, like 200 times. Those are like 200 levels basically, and convert to gems. This one is really easy. You can just go for a low level gem and convert it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So basically it doesn't cost much. And then you will still get this one. And now I have another 200 diamonds. This one refreshes, this glory pass refreshes also every month, I think. So it's good to just follow those side missions here as well. Okay, upgrade gem, we will do this one later. Then basic summons, promote heroes. Okay, so basically we can get a few more points if we do a few more normal summons, so that's what I'm gonna do. As you can see, most of the heroes here are like 1 to 3 star, sometimes you get 4 star or even a 5 star. Another one claimed. So we have to upgrade a gem 5 times. So I will just do 1 level each, so it doesn't cost much because those heroes are all long term or bad. Alright, I need to upgrade them to level 40 to upgrade those gems. Then let's just do that one. I do not want to go to 50, I just want the 40 to unlock the gem to go for the side missions. Alright. Let's upgrade this one again. And let's go with this one as well. Okay, we have to upgrade 2 more times, then let's go for this one. And for... let's go with this one. He's decent for the like early game. Alright. As you can see, it's really easy to get those points here. You just have to do the side missions. As you can see, the glory pass is almost ready to refresh again. That's why there are so many missions. Usually only 5 get released for each week, I think. Then you have to wait to get more. Those daily side missions are always refreshed every day. Alright, next up I want to show you the market. There are different categories in the market as well. So this is like the main market that resets daily. You have different resources there which you can buy for either gems or gold coins. Basically most of them aren't really worth it. What I like to go for in the later game are those 3 stars. Because you will need thousands of them, literally, to do all your fusions. And I like to go sometimes for the sand for your gems. The other things are maybe the arena tickets if you have the gold for it. and besides that I wouldn't recommend anything in here. Next up is the Hero Altar shop. You get those soul tiers by disassembling 3-star heroes and up. And but I wouldn't recommend you to buy anything in this shop because those heroes are like really outdated and bad. What you want to do, you want to accumulate 5,000 to 6,000 of those, and then when the event comes like this one, you can get really good heroes for exchanging those soul tiers here. The next category in the market is the Sacred Shop Shard and the Artifact Shop. Basically, you can use Sacred Emblems. Those are the second rarest material in this game, to buy some heroes. So basically, you have access to almost every hero. Only the newest hero, in this case the Lethal Phantom, will be available in the Sacred Shop 3 months after his release. Besides that, I would only recommend to use those Sacred Emblems to get Darkness or Light heroes, and only when you know that those are good. The next shop would be the Spring of Spirit. We already seen that one, and we have the Arena shop. This one is a Elite Trial arena that unlocks every 3 to 4 days. You have to be level 55 to join there, and basically it's like the normal arena. The only difference is you don't have only one team, but you have 3 different teams, and you have to win 2 out of 3 fights to win the fight with the other person, the other player. And at the end of every season, you get diamonds. Okay, you can't see it here. You get diamonds and those Conqueror medals. You can exchange those Conqueror medals for different stuff. I would always recommend to go for the Source of Life. That's the best deal, basically. Next we have our raids. We have 3 different raids. One for gold, one for material, and one for shorts. If you click on it, then you can see different difficulties, which you unlock while progressing through your levels. So basically, I can just go to challenge, and if I'm able to defeat it, then I will get some materials. Usually you only get the materials once, sometimes the double material, sometimes even 3 of those. As you can see, I have to unlock the other ones first, and usually when I'm close to one of those levels, like I'm at 49, then I'm waiting. If I manage to reach level 50 on this day, then I will go for the better one. You can refresh those only if you are paying, so as free to play you only have 2 of each per day. Alright, so I actually did a 10 summon of the heroic scrolls just to progress in the newbie camp, and as you can see I got some 4 stars and lots of 3 stars there, so the probability to get a 5-star isn't that high. It's the normal case that you don't get 5 stars there. And if you look at the newbie training camp, then you can see I am stuck here. I need to wait to unlock the Dark Tower. To get it, I have to be level 24, but I can see the next missions and do those in advance. So when I complete this one, then I can just claim the other ones just to progress further. And this one was a mission here, like perform 10 heroic summons, so that's what I did. In this case we have to win 3 battles in Championship, Elite Trial or Team Up Trial. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. Let's just see if we find a few easy targets there. I also bought the arena tickets here, as I suggested, those 3 stars as well. Let me just claim this one. Those are some free rewards as well. So our power is basically 9000 at the moment, so it's like really weak, obviously. But as we can see, we have one that is only 7000, but he has a good 5-star hero. Let's just keep looking. One with 5000, this should be possible. And every time you defeat an enemy, you can simply claim a random reward. It's basically, it doesn't matter which card you pick, it's like a 1 to 3 chance to get any reward there. So let's see. Obviously the higher you get, the stronger the enemies are, therefore you have to just hope to find an enemy which you can defeat. Obviously, I am aware of every single hero that exists already, therefore I have it easy to see if the enemy team is strong or not, but at some point you will just get the hang of it as well. So I already unlocked the guilds. There you can join and fight some bosses and get some free shards if the guild members are so nice and donate them to you, but I will show this to you when someone accepts my application. Probably it will take a while, because right now my account is really small and in their eyes not worthy, basically. So as you can see, I added my 2 other 5 stars that I have in my team for the moment, and just to have the formation buff I took a few 4 stars in Demon for this case, so that I have 4 heroes from one race and 2 heroes from other races. This formation buff is something that you should almost always take into consideration, so that you can get the most out of your heroes. Alright, now we are level 24 and we have unlocked the Dark Tower. As you can see, there are many levels. It goes all the way up to 700. And if you finish the 700th level, then you can access the Gloom Tower, like the second Dark Tower basically. So, in the Dark Tower you just have to fight different enemies. So I'm just gonna set up my team again. And I'm just gonna skip those. As you can see, you always get the soul stones and the gold. So this is basically a really good way to just get your needed resources. In the meantime, I did a few more heroic summons. Usually I don't do those. As I said, you have to save all of them up. But for now I need like a basic team, and I need to fulfill the newbie training camp missions. Therefore I did a few summons. Besides that, as I said, I recommend to save up all your resources, all your source of life, all your magic coins, all your heroic scrolls, so that you can use those efficiently when a corresponding event is taking place. Also, at the point when you have accumulated enough resources to finish an event, I suggest to ask other people, like the strong ones who are at the top, if it's worth to invest in this event or to just wait for another one. So basically, usually it's always the same order. The first week in each month gives you specific events. The second week gives you the heroic summons. The third week the Spring of Spirit wheel, and the fourth week the Vortry. So at some point you just know which event will come at what point, so that you can just plan ahead when you want to invest. So as you can see, I'm just skipping through all those levels. Obviously those are like really easy. Now this one is my first loss, and now you can see I have used 1 out of 10 keys. You can buy those keys with diamonds, but I wouldn't recommend using those. You can just wait half an hour to get the 10th key, 10 out of 10. And now that I'm stuck, I'm just going to give my heroes the strongest gear, and now can go further in the newbie training camp. Now I have to fuse a 5-star hero in the hero portal, and for that I need enough heroes. So if you go to Demon, you can see I have 2, 4, 6, 7 4-star of the Demon race, and to fuse a 5-star I need 8. I need 2 of the same type, like this one. I have 2 of those, and I need 6 more heroes which I can put in there. As you can see, those are locked. That's because they are in my hero formation. This will happen quite a few times, so if you can't use your heroes to fuse, just go there to see which heroes you have to remove to upgrade them. So the arena defense team is also the team which the other people can see if they click on your profile picture. And you have to keep this one updated, because if other people fight you in the arena, this is the team they have to fight. Okay, so I have to remove this gear here to add this one here. And as you can see, I am now at 12,500. If I go in there, this is the up-to-date power. Okay, so I somehow need to get an 8th demon race, so that I can do my 5-star fusion to progress further in the newbie training camp. Tell you everything that you heard, right? Just so I can fuck on the first night. Feel like I'm losing hope, running from coast to coast. I don't know where to go. This all I've ever known. I'm a stone cold killer. Alright, so just to show you the fusing in the hero portal, I need an 8th 4-star of the demon race, and for that I will just use the hero auto shop. As I said previously, I wouldn't recommend getting anything there, but for this specific case, for the tutorial, I'm just gonna go for it. So basically I am going to sell a few 3-stars, and if you look at the magnifying glass, you can see how many of the soul tiers you can get. I need 200 for another 4-star. And so I'm just gonna add a few more of those you have to look out that you have enough of those demon 3 stars. I need 4 for the fusion, so that I can still do my fusion. So I'm just gonna disassemble those. I need like 10 more. That's another good thing to have those in here, so I can just do this one. Now I have enough to buy the turtle. It's in your backpack, and now I can just do the fusion. As I said before, I need to remove my 4 stars so that I can access them in the hero portal. Now I have to add my 2 main heroes, which I want to fuse. It's the same for 4 star or for 5 star, and add the corresponding materials for 3 stars and 6 4 stars of the same race. Now my fusion is complete, and I will get everything in return, all the gear that were equipped on the heroes you used, and a few materials as well. And now you can see I get some rewards. Those are from the monthly events, from the Fuse and Evolve event. Okay, now that I have finished this one, I can progress in the newbie training camp and just claim all those things. And finally I'm getting my first good hero, my Balrog. Alright, so I'm just gonna go for level 100 for this one, so I can claim these materials. I need to join a guild to get some more, use 1 source of life. I have unlocked the Vortry at this point, so I'm just gonna show you real quick. In the Vortry you can use your source of life for different factions to get any heroes there. You can get some shards, you can get specific heroes, or you can just get some leaves. Those leaves you can use to replace your heroes. So basically you need 100 for each replace, and it's just a random summon from this faction. It can be a really good hero, it can be a crap one, but you can use those as well to get some good heroes. This is something for the later game. So for the newbie training camp I need to do 1 source of life summon. So that's what I'm gonna do. If you click on the eye, you can see the different percentages of the summoning rates from all those races. And most people just go for the white shadow, and those have the worst drop rate for good heroes, but those can give you lots of materials for light and shadow. So basically of the main races, besides the hyperspace, light and shadow are usually the strongest. But for now I want to focus on the demon race. So I'm just gonna claim this one. I'm just gonna summon my Balrog because I want to get him further. And you can lock your good heroes just so you don't disassemble them by mistake. Alright, for the promotion I need 3 more of those. Probably I have some here. No, then I will have to get those from the Dark Tower. But for now I want to show you the replacing hero mechanism. So I'm just gonna remove this one. And I'm going to put him here. I'm gonna use 100 of those leaves. I got a crap hero, so I'm gonna cancel. Yes, I'm sure I wanna cancel. I'm just gonna try again. And this is a Doom Evocator. This one is pretty decent for the beginning, so I'm just gonna go with this one. As you can see, this one has the same level as the hero I used, so therefore I have a slightly better hero. already with the same gear and gem and the level. Alright, so now I have to update my arena defense team again. So I have 3 demons and some other heroes. So I have to buff 3 heroes from a single race and heroes from other races. Also I have 1 single darkness hero in my team, and this one gives me 5% skill damage and 5% control immune. Now I'm just gonna progress further in the Dark Tower. Now for the positioning of your heroes, if you go to the description of your Balrog, in this case, everyone gets the Balrog, therefore it makes sense to just show it to you. Let me check for a second. Okay, so this 4th skill is unlocked at tier 5, so I'm gonna have to get him to level 80 plus. But at this point his 4th skill will be active, and this one says refuges adjacent allies in the same line at the beginning of the battle. When any refuge ally is attacked, deals 50% damage to all enemies, can strike back up to 6 times per round. So basically, if an adjacent hero gets attacked, then he just strikes back. Therefore, my recommendation is to put him on the 2nd slot on the front line, because basically the hero on the left side up front is the hero that gets attacked the most with the normal attacks, like without a skill, and then Balrog's counter attack always triggers as well. Okay, I can't actually skip the fight when I haven't skipped it at first, only when I'm at level 60 or VIP 2, so we just have to keep watching for now. Alright, so now I have joined a guild. Don't forget to check in daily, so that the level of the guild rises and that you can have more members, and also that you can buy more stuff in the guild shop. Also, you can get some chests here for people who buy stuff with real money. Those are some free gifts basically. And in here we have 7 different areas. You can use your currency to push your academy. So basically you can have, for the different factions, you can have different buffs like HP, attack, critical damage, dodge and so on. So since I know I'm gonna go for Balrog and he's a warrior, I'm just gonna push warrior for now. And then you can deploy heroes here to get this progress bar to the next level, so that you can get rewards, those guild coins to use in the shop, and to get those guild medals from the hourly input. So basically I'm just gonna go for demon, because I know this one will be the furthest or the quickest basically. And now I have 1600 of those guild coins, which I can use for some of the 4-star heroes, because until we get to level 5 or let's say level 8, we won't have any other use for those. So maybe I will just go for those. Let's see. In the guild hall, which is unlocked at guild level 9, you can fight other guilds, or to say the leader and the up to 3 officers can fight other guilds, so that you can get more guild medals. In the guild raid you can fight the guild boss, you do different damage, and after it's killed you get different rewards. but keep in mind you can claim rewards for each boss, like each stage, only once with every account. So these normal guild raids have 60 stages. After that the Shrine of Fire will be unlocked. There are like high-end guild bosses which appear every few days. Usually I wouldn't want to fight right now because I want to be stronger to end up always in top 3. As you can see, the difference between top 3 and 4 downwards is like really big. But if we go to the newbie training camp, we can see I have to fight up to 4 times just to get further. And the newbie training camp is the main priority for the beginning. I also got 100 hearts from one of those missions, I think. Yes. And that's what I'm gonna use just to see what I'm gonna get. Nothing special. So I'm just gonna disassemble all the 2-star heroes as always. Let's claim this one as well. So let's just communicate a little bit here and add a few more friends. Your goal is to have 50 friends at all times, and which are like daily active, so that you can get as many hearts as possible. Alright, besides that, I know that my Balrog will be long term, therefore I'm just gonna push his gem. I just have to keep 500k coins so that I can get to promote him, but I don't have enough Sand of Time anyways, but it landed on attack, which is pretty nice. And now that I see it, it's so basically in this game there are different stats which have different colors. White is the weakest, then green, blue, then comes, let me think, red and orange. Orange is the strongest type, so basically for this gem it's possible to have like 330 attack. If it's orange, then it's maybe 500, not sure, but basically it's just higher. It's the same stats, but with higher numbers, basically. So in long term, your goal is to always get red or orange stats. The next important thing is to maintain your gear the correct way. So basically from green 3-star forward, the set buffs apply. In this case I have 2 3-stars, which give me 2% HP. My alternative is to remove this 1 3-star to add 1 red star. This doesn't give me the set buff yet, but it has a higher base attribute. So what I just wanna do is look at the stats. I'm just gonna remember 26,615. Now I'm gonna replace this one and compare. As you can see, 25,000 is less, therefore I'm just gonna go with this setup because this is my strongest hero at the moment. Therefore, for later comparisons, you always have to see which is higher, either the base attribute or the percentage buff. At this point I have to choose if I either want to have 3 gears of the 3-star green set or the 1-star red set. So if you look at the stats, you can see he has 28,000 HP and 4,200 attack points, and this is my main damage dealer. Now, if I'm swapping my armor, which basically gives me HP, with my other 3-star armor, then you can see I will have the 3% attack boost, which results in having less HP but more attack. This way you can manage your heroes to have the wished buffs, and in this case it wouldn't make sense to replace this one with the 3-star and leave this one at 1-star red, because then it would be more HP again and not attack points. I could go for the full 3-star set, but as you can see, the third buff is only 1% HP, which results in less attack again. Therefore, I'm just gonna go with the red 1-star and with 3-star green, resulting in the highest possible attack at this point. At this point I am stuck in the dog tower, therefore I'll just fight the guild boss now to progress further in the newbie training camp. So I have to do 4 attacks to just go further. Usually I wouldn't do 4 if I wouldn't be able to reach the top 3, just to save the gems, but just for this specific situation where I want to get the progress in the newbie training camp, I'm just gonna do it. So my team consists of 1 tank in first position. This is the slot that has always to be the tank, and Beastmaster has the ability to retaliate. So every time he gets attacked, he just attacks back. Balrog, we covered him earlier before. He always retaliates if the adjacent friend, basically teammate, gets attacked, so we have to retaliate, and we have 1 supporter damage dealer and another damage dealer. The other 2 are just for the formation buff. So let's just see. I can't skip, never mind. We are just gonna see how this fight goes. As you can see, every time this one gets attacked, he just retaliates. And every fight consists of a maximum of 15 rounds. So basically your goal is to just survive for 15 rounds and do as much damage as possible. As you can see, I'm not able to even survive 7 rounds, I think. But that's obviously only the beginning and a really newbie team. So I'm just gonna do the second attack. Usually I would like to skip, but as we covered earlier already, I'm not able to yet. Only with level 60 plus. So basically all the rules and advice I give you are to be followed when you don't have to fulfill any side quests, either for an event or for the newbie training camp, for example. So I did 2 attacks, and now I can use 40 diamonds to attack yourself. I just read the name, never mind. To attack again, I wanted to say. And the 4th attack, it's the maximum, and this one will be 80 diamonds. So this will be an investment of a total of 120 diamonds, and therefore I will be able to go further in the newbie training camp. I could just wait for the daily reset, which will be at this point in 5 hours or 4 hours, never mind. But I just want to go further at this point just for the tutorial. It is my main account anyway. Perfect. Now I can go for the Tavern. Now, as for the Tavern, you get 5 Tavern quests each day. You can refresh every Tavern quest for 10 diamonds each to get a random Tavern quest. It goes from 1 to 7 star. You want to keep all the 4 to 7 star, like fulfill them, but don't claim them. You want to leave them claimed in your Tavern, unclaimed, so fulfilled but not claimed, so that if you have enough, that you can claim 30 4-star at once, 20 5-star, 5 6-star and 2 7-star, just to get those rewards. So every time you have enough to get some rewards, then you can claim them. So here's what I'm gonna do. I don't have any 4-star or better. I'm gonna refresh once. That means every mission got refreshed with 10 diamonds. I got lucky here in one way because I have good missions, but as you can see I need specific types just to get this mission going. So let's see, we need a warrior here and a demon. So this one is for fulfilled. I can just fill it up with something else, but I'm just gonna leave it there because maybe I will need some of the other 4-stars to get these ones running. So let's see, I have something light in my backpack. That means I can go for this one probably as well. Alright. Usually the smart picking already takes into consideration the other open missions, but as you can see, if I go for this one, do the smart one, it will use my only light hero, and I will need a light hero in this mission. Therefore I'm just gonna go with this one and a priest and some other 4-star, and then I can just fill this one up with these, and now I have 4 good missions running. I'm gonna refresh one more time. That's 20 diamonds for this mission, that's 30, 40, and we have another 5-star mission. This one looks really good. Let's see if I can do it. Perfect. Now, it usually doesn't go this well. Sometimes you have to use like 100 diamonds, gems for each mission, and then it will only give you like 48 diamonds back. So basically it's a gamble. Mostly you will benefit from it. Therefore I always suggest you to just do those. As for the daily missions, when the day resets I have to claim 2 Tavern quests each day just to get the mission done, and at that point I will just claim 2 of those. For example, 2 times diamonds. Okay, now that I have done those, I will just have a look. Here I have to claim a 4-star or above quest. I could potentially just speed this one up, otherwise I would have to wait 6 hours for 20 diamonds just to get the newbie camp going. So either I'm just gonna wait for tomorrow, or I'm just gonna speed it up if I want to play right now. So other than that, I don't think I can do anything else at this point. Therefore, I would just say I will continue tomorrow.